Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Mulroy Bay Farming Simulator 15, where today I've been having issues. Oh boy, have I been having issues. This would have been the second video of the day. In fact, is for me. Unfortunately, you won't see the other one, because as I was signing off, Fraps decided to crash and corrupt the video file. Hooray! Something crashed anyway. It may well have been Giant's engine, which is slightly worrying. So, quick rundown of what I did in the last video. Or, I suppose off camera now. I mucked out the pigs and the beef. I also bought the OBE trailer here that I currently have on the back of the stair, and I sold off the pigs that had reached slaughter weight. So that's all cushy. We have some money. I've got plans for that money, and I'm gonna sell off the cows before I act upon it. So, I'm not having the greatest of days. I said in the previous attempt that I was having a good day, but I've kind of changed my mind now. I haven't been sleeping well recently at all. Just no. Sleep is not a thing I've been enjoying of late. I'm in one of those situations where I either sleep far too much or nowhere near enough. For example, most of the past week I've been sleeping about 12 hours a day, thereabouts, and then Thursday night I didn't sleep. I went to bed early in the hopes that, I'd try and normalise my sleeping pattern, and I gave up on trying to sleep at about 6:30 Friday morning, and went to bed late, early again on Friday, about, what time was it, about 10:30. Friday night went to bed, got to sleep fairly sharpish, and I woke up at 4:30 this morning, because as you probably know by now, I tend to record these videos on Saturdays. But yeah, I woke up at 4:30 this morning, and I haven't particularly slept all that well in the last couple of weeks, so it's just kind of not in the best of moods, and the fact that the first attempt at the video decided to crash and corrupt itself after 25 odd minutes didn't help. So we got 20 cows here. There's another 9 left in the shed that are at slaughter weight. I should actually, while I'm driving around here, just bring this up and recenter this as well as I can. This is the best chance I have to do it. F11 and 3 and that. So as you can see, we've completely mucked out the cows and the beef. There's about 50,000 litres of manure it was originally going to be a placeable pile, and I then found a manure tip trigger thingy, some legit manure storage at the pig and beef farm, so I moved all the manure there. 1,860 litres at a time. Again, my insanity knows no bounds. I really love the name of that bar, Pogue Mahomes. And it's only funny for people who understand the Irish language, which is kind of wonderful. Or at least know that phrase. So the pigs brought us a pretty penny. I actually the pigs brought us about 14,000 for, I think it was about 50 pigs I sold off. Got the 14 odd thousand for. Reason I'm going up this way is because it's a bit longer, but the trailer tends to not get as stuck. So sell points up here. This is a pig sell point right here, and then over here is the cattle sell point, the beef sell point, and it's quite difficult to line up correctly with them. That'll do. We'll open up the gate here. Gate's open. Sell the cattle. 544 apiece. That's nowhere near as much as I'd expected. It's still a nice amount of money. Not as much as I'd expected. Plans going forward on this map? I really don't know. If I'm being brutally honest, I don't know if this map has much of a future. I'm just kind of... I know I haven't done much on it, but I'm just kind of getting a bit jaded with the map, almost. It has nothing to do with the map, it's just that I tend to get bored with some styles of map fairly easily. In this one, you know, I'm pretty much just driving the same road repeatedly because that's the way the map's laid out. And it's a nice map, it's just kind of... it's starting to just lose a bit of its appeal to me. So what I might do is I might start up a series on Sosnovka like literally everybody else, because why not? I mean, I really don't know. I've had, what, 20 episodes now? I think that's kind of a good point to leave this series. Nustin will be staying on until I decide it's over. Nustin I still really like as a map. The work does get boring, I will admit. The ploughing was... if I continued with the original plough on Nustin, I would have quit the map. I would have actually quit Farm Sim if I continued with the original plough, I think. But... yeah, I mean, I've seen everything on this map. I haven't done like cows, beef, or chickens, but I never do chickens. I think I've done and seen everything I really want to. So I'm kind of tempted to go on to Sosnovka and get started there with the basic equipment, and I'll throw a few cows at it or something. Just for funsies. But Sosnovka, if I do it, will be quite courseplay heavy. I tend to play Giants maps in a very courseplay manner. Well, a very courseplay heavy manner, so it could make for some interesting moments. Because I think some of you might remember Westbridge Hills, the original series I did on Farm Sim 15. I did do... Did I do much courseplay on Westbridge Hills? I know I did a lot on Bjornholm, and that ended up with... oh, it was Westbridge Hills. My phone's gone off. Why has my phone gone off? Because somebody's just left a comment that I'll look at after this video. Westbridge Hills, I think, was pretty courseplay heavy, and courseplay and traffic don't mix very well. So I think I might end up with some funny results if I keep traffic on Sosnovka, which I tend to do. Plus, I want to get all the Eastern European stuff working, and it's on a map that actually would suit it more than a lot of the maps that I do use. The primary reason behind me not using many Eastern European maps. How have I done this? I'm gonna have to reset the trailer. The primary reason I don't play on many Eastern European maps is really, really, really simple. It's the same reason I don't look at many. Is that, number one, by and large, aren't many Eastern European maps to begin with, and a kind of a secondary reason, and it's no insult. It's not an insult to the good map makers in Eastern Europe, but it's a general observation I've made, is that a lot of Eastern European maps, a lot of maps covering the ex-Soviet Union, which is a really kind of odd coincidence, just aren't very high quality. The texture work leaves a bit to be desired. I'm guessing it's because, and I'm not trying to be xenophobic or racist in any way here, I'm guessing it's because computers are, there's not as much money in that part of the world, so the computers there just aren't as good as they are here. I mean, my computer's a beast. They are far better than mine. But mine's... I think most people regard my computer as high spec. But the computers over in Eastern Europe are kind of high spec in Eastern Europe and Russia. To most people is mid to low spec over here. So some of the texture work just plain can't be as good. And I'm not saying it's the map maker's fault that they don't have good textures. I'm blaming the general economy of Eastern Europe in the post-Soviet era. Because Russia... Well, the Soviet Union, I'm not going to blame Russia much and all, as they dislike Russia for various political reasons. The Soviet Union went into these countries, Poland in particular, and well, Eastern Germany as well, came into these countries, took what they wanted and left. Essentially, when the Soviet Union broke down, all the former Soviet countries had a major power vacuum. That's why there's so many dictators in Eastern Europe and funky, weird governments that really shouldn't exist in many places other than in a dystopian future. And yeah, most of the issues with Eastern European maps just boils down to the Soviet Union being crap. What do I want to do now? I'm gonna actually leave this trailer over here. Put that there. Finger around. Because what I want to do now is I want to... Can I afford both? I think I can afford both. I want to get the Marshall manure spreader because I haven't played with that in a while. I haven't played with any manure spreader in a while. Also want to get the major LGP 2050, which has a capacity of 9319.5 for 15.4 and for 15. Yeah, it's about in line with the default stuff with the major here. That's actually better value, but this is better model. The major is a better model than the LS11 manure spreader. Slurry spreader, which shouldn't really be a great surprise to anyone. So the reason I am grabbing the major and a solid manure spreader is, well, it's free fertilizer. It's the reason. It's free. The pigs. It's actually fertilizer that I'm getting paid to make in the game, because I can sell the pigs and I can sell the beef. And the fact that they make manure out of primarily stuff that I wouldn't use. I meant to buy a water tanker as well, nuts. The fact that they make manure and slurry out of stuff that normally I just plain wouldn't use is... I'm gonna call that a bonus. That's an upside to having them. I mean, yeah, they do take grain and earth fruits, but it's a trade-off. And the manure that you get will be... well, you'll probably be able to sell pigs and beef for about the same as you've been able to sell the grain for. You know, went into the pigs and beef, so... I guess at the end of the day you're making a net profit, and the grain is just an investment. Which of these three did I leave empty? Is it the third one? Or is it the first one? It was the first one. Unless something funky happened at the save game and all the bales disappeared. Oh, I've made a terrible angle for myself here. Will the major go in? Yes, it will. And it'll almost immediately hit the wall. I think I've gone and made an impossible angle. Nope. There we go. So we're going to park the major and the marshal. Now I've done something stupid. I'm going to park the major and the marshal both in here, because I want them in out of the rain, I guess. And it gives me a reason for having this shed exist, other than to fill up space. We're gonna go grab the marshal now and we'll end the episode there. Once we got the marshal back up here, of course, parked in, because, hey, fun. I'm gonna real quick while I'm driving do something I should never do, and I'm gonna check my emails, because it'll let me have a look at the comment that was left. I'm guessing judging by the time it was left on the mod spotlight. Either that or I completely forgot to put up the mod spotlight and it's been left on another video. Never check your emails while driving. Oh, what's left on this? Left on a different video entirely. What website is it going on? Somebody's legitimately just asked me, which is why my phone went off, what website Donetsk is going on when it's done. I'm sorry, but I think it's a bit early to be asking where you'll be able to download it. I have tons left to do. I don't even have the main roads finished, and there's only going to be one main road going across the map. The laneways are going to be hell because, good lord, the map is bumpy. Main road looks good though, and I'm quite happy with the main road. That'll be the next update. Once I get the main road finished, I'll record an update and put it up. And show you some of the notes that I've left myself on the map, because the main road has left bigger gaps than I expected in places. So I left a couple of notes for myself. The map, when it is done, will be on FSUK. Hopefully. That's plan A. Failing that, I'll put it on Mod Hoster and try and get a direct download link from Mod Hoster for it. Now, if I want to be really kind of a bit... If I want to, I could also put it up on Giant's Mod Hub. I don't know if they demand exclusivity, and I don't know if FSUK demand exclusivity. They're two things I'll have to check. And I'll make some inquiries closer to the time the map is ready to be uploaded somewhere. Also, when the map is being uploaded, I might not have a video that day, or like a couple of days later. Because the map is going to be a couple of 100 megabytes probably. I might be able to do things as normal. For those of you who don't know, which is probably most of you guys, I don't have the world's best internet. I've got a download speed of 15 meg, which is... it's enough. Yeah, I've got a 15 megabit per second download speed, which is... it's enough to internet regularly. My upload speed, however, depending on what mood my Wi-Fi is in, because I use Wi-Fi like the nublet I am. There are reasons, mainly that I don't want to have a Ethernet cable snaking its way through the bloomin' house. I don't think my parents would approve of that. But my upload speed is regularly around... if I'm lucky, and I was earlier this week when I ran a speed test, my upload speed kind of maxes out at half a meg. Which is kind of the reason why, number one, I don't do live streams, which I'm gonna be honest, I'd really love to be able to do. Really want to do some live streams. I might do some map making streams here on YouTube. If I do, they won't be the best quality because I'll have to cap my upload speed at like 0.2 meg, which is gonna result in it being grainy as hell and awful. But that's kind of why I only normally do one video a day, is just so that I can give videos time to upload. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you again next time. Until then, stay safe and goodbye.